Chat, what up, man? What up? Hey, yo, I wasn't even about to stream today, but I had to like remind myself, like, I wasn't feeling that well, man. I had to remind myself, man. I put them headphones on in the kitchen and I did something called 25 down with push ups. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's kind of when you do 25 and you go down, you do 24, then you go down, you do 23, and you keep going down every time you do a set. And I'm like, yo, I gotta pump this content out because this ain't the only YouTube channel I have. I have multiple YouTube channels, but I had to pump out content for like 5 different channels. You know, you gotta hustle, start at something, man. Give yourself, stick to a hustle for a year. I'm telling y'all, it'll change your life. It'll change your life. But yo, y'all go follow me on Instagram at Pacman Live with 2 E's, man. Get that shit to 100 followers, man. It has no followers right now. I just made it like I think last week or this week, beginning of this week. Get it to 100 followers. Pac-Man Live with 2 E's at the end. With one, yeah, with 2 E's at the end. Yeah. Let's get into this video, man. Well, who y'all think gonna win the fight? Jake Paul versus Tate, man. Who y'all think gonna win the fight? To me, honestly, I don't think Tate should even fight him, man. Because why? It's like a lot of these people just follow waves. Like they just put on different dresses, like that suits the what's hot. Like, oh, boxing is lit. Let's do boxing. Oh, dancing with the stars is lit. Let's do dancing with the stars. Oh, they just make up some other clown. Y'all get what I'm saying, man. I don't think he need to fight him to get his. He already has his message across. Like what do you need to fight him for? You're rich. Keep speaking the truth, man. I'll fuck with your content. I don't got nothing against the Pauls, but I don't like. How would you say it? I don't like reside with it. They don't have a message. They're not like out here trying to push a message to help nobody anything. They have like mindless content. Like they're just entertainment. Mindless entertainment. That's it. So they're not like really like. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. But let's get into this video, man. Piers Morgan and Andrew Tate, round 2. They're talking about free speech.
Well, joining me now is Andrew Tate. His videos have been viewed billions of times online, but he's been banned from pretty much every mainstream social media platform, including Twitter.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Tate like he want to knock his ass out. He looking like this motherfucker right here.
Andrew Tate, welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Your take on this, I think, is quite interesting because you've been a victim of being, if victim's the right word, but you've been removed from social media platforms for your opinion.
Hold up, y'all cornball, listen, man. I need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Y'all watching every day. They're not subscribing. I don't get it. Why you want Ninja Watch?
Elon Musk has dedicated himself, he says, to restoring free speech. Do you think that's going to include you, for example?
I don't think it matters if it includes me or not. I think what's important is that free speech is the #1 weapon against absolute tyranny. And although you cannot have complete free speech because then conversations completely break down into asinine insult fests, I do like the idea of the changing of the guard when it comes to control over information.
Is it possible, Andrew Tate, to actually police something like Twitter to be a platform for genuine free speech? Or is it so toxic and tribal now that whatever happens, you know, before we had all the people on the right screaming away that they were being no platformed and so on. Now you've got all the people on the left.
They said as soon as Elon Musk took over Twitter, the N-word went up. The N-word usage went up by 500%. I think they banned the N-word altogether or something like that. But I would say most of these platforms are like that. Like if you take away like the governing of them, like they will just get buck wild. Like it's just people out there that just to be wild, and they won't even be black. They'll just be saying it because they know they can't stop them. Like ain't nobody gonna. Who's gonna know who Daffy Duck is in Wisconsin? Of course, you don't have a profile picture and you're using it. Duh. Like,
screaming that they're being diminished in some way. It's very tribal, very toxic. Can Musk cut through that? And if so, how?
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely difficult. There's always going to be one group of people who are extremely unhappy, but I think that anybody who's perspicacious enough to understand the truth of what's been going on in the world recently will know that the left and their narratives have certainly been protected for a very long time. And the universe has swings and balances, and God often restores balance to the universe, and perhaps it might swing the other way for a while. I truthfully am a person who believes that all points of view are extremely important, because as soon as you block points of view, you have absolute tyranny.
And in a way, it's sort of self-defeating.
it's in the what's the name? Injustice for one is an injustice for all. Y'all know how it go. I forgot what do you recall it. The Star Spangled Banner, the whatever, man, whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Isn't it? Because you carried on getting huge attention. It was interesting to me that when you came on the show, for example, we've had, I think, nearly 6 million people have viewed the whole interview that we did, which is a huge number of people, certainly far higher than watched it on conventional television. So you have a whole world out there online which operates away from social media platforms.
Yeah, I've been very, very successful in spite of them, but not many people can do that. I'm in a pretty unique position, but I think that everybody needs a voice to a degree, and social media platforms are now the most important platforms on the planet. They control information, and they influence real-world decisions, and they influence people's perception of reality. The last few years of COVID have been a perfect example of what happens when you censor one side of the argument and you only allow one point of view to be purported by the matrix in and of itself, and that's how you end up in tyrannical situations. I think you were just discussing that, Piers.
Yeah, I think that's a perfectly valid point. You know, people have quite rightly held me to task over some of the positions I took during the COVID pandemic, notably when the scientists said as a definitive fact that you couldn't transmit the virus if you had the vaccine. It turned out that wasn't true. And I based my observations on
Chat, yeah, what he talking about, that kind of don't make sense. Like, when I can't talk about this, y'all know why I can't talk about this up here, because all the bots and stuff like that, yada, 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 y'all know.
That supposed fact and said, right, well, in that case, if you refuse to be vaccinated, you shouldn't get the same rights as people who've been vaccinated. If it's true that if you're unjabbed, you can pass it on. It turned out, actually, there's not much difference whether you've been vaccinated or not. And at that point, I changed my mind. But I felt that there were a lot of people who were being deplatformed from Twitter at the time for questioning the validity of scientific statements, and there would then be a complete U-turn. So I do think it was a very interesting period, actually, for testing what free speech means.
It was actually worse than that. You're right, Piers, but it was actually worse than interesting, because what happens is when you censor an entire...
Hey, Elon Musk went in there and got everything right, man. He done fired all them people. They were saying that they were losing $4 million a day on Twitter. And now they're going to start charging people $8 a month just for the blue check. Imagine how many people in the world have a blue check and how much revenue that's going to bring in. It's a lot of revenue. A lot.
Side of the argument and only allowed one side of the argument to have a voice. You are changing reality in real time. You are shaping the world. The only reason that scam continued as long as it did, and the only reason people didn't get to see their own parents get buried, and the only reason people sat and missed cancer appointments because they were scared of the common cold, was because they were censoring anybody who said anything contrary to the purported version of events that the mainstream media decided they want the entire world to swallow. It's beyond simply interesting, and it's beyond simply funny or coincidental.
Yeah, I will challenge you on one thing. It's not the common cold, right? COVID-19 has killed 6.6 million people. It is one of the most deadly viruses.
But the flu killed 9 million people. The flu. Yeah, no, the flu kills 9 million. The flu killed 9 million people, and the flu continues to kill people every year.
certainly of our lifetime. So it wasn't the common cold, but I do think it is completely
your research.
justified for people to say,
don't take my word for it. Do your research, man.
we should be more cautious, I think, about accepting during fast-moving pandemics the word of scientists as being sacrosanct, because on a number of things, from the use of masks to the efficacy of vaccines in preventing transmission, they did massive U-turns.
I've read enough history books to know that the people who do the censoring are never the good guys. And they've been censoring a lot of arguments for a very long time in the name of good. They are weaponizing virtue, and it's always in the name of tyranny. Anybody who is out here trying to silence an entire side of an argument on any subject, whether it's COVID-19, immigration, anything else, they are the evil people who are out for absolute mind control of the populace. And they should be feared.
I certainly agree. I certainly agree that I think the healthiest thing for any democracy is for all views to be aired and debated. We seem to have lost the ability to debate. You know, when I interviewed you, yeah, we had a few fractious moments, but actually, I thought it was a pretty spirited debate between people who perhaps had, you know, preconceived views of each other. And I've got no problem interviewing you now about these, because I think you have an interesting take on this stuff.
And that's the key to life. When you reach that level of adolescence in your mindset where you can't handle any point of view that is contrary to your own, then you're truly a broken person. And that's what the internet is purporting. It's very interesting you said about Twitter being tribal. There's a large contingent of people on Twitter who simply cannot handle reading an opinion which differs from their own. And that is a degree of immaturity.
Those are the bots, bro. Those are the bots. Those are the immaturity. I would say those are the people that don't have common sense. They don't have a brain. They just think with emotions. And just, I feel this. I feel this. This can't be that way because I feel like this. That don't make sense, bro. Use your brain. Common sense ain't so common.
That we do not need adults to be functioning with in the modern world.
No, I agree. If you were Elon Musk, this idea of charging $8 now a month, whatever it is, to access the blue tick premium Twitter account, would you do that? Would you pay the extra?
Of course.
I think that social media companies for a very long time have lived in an absolute fantasy where they've printed money from thin air by charging people for pixels. And they grew into these large conglomerates with too many staff sitting around doing nothing, having coffee breaks. And Elon Musk is a businessman. He's walked into the office and he's firing a bunch of people who are messing around doing nothing. And he wants his business to make money, as it absolutely should. And how he decides that happens is his prerogative. I don't see why we should sit and accept that a website needs 200,000 people sitting around.
Yeah, they said Elon Musk done fired like a couple thousand people, and he didn't give them all severance pay for 3 months, though. 3 months in advance. So he gave you a check for 3 months in advance of you being out of work. That's crazy, right? They still get to collect unemployment, stuff like that, after, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know too many jobs that's doing that at all. I got laid off like a couple, terminated like last month. They ain't give me shit. I still ain't get nothing.
Discussing in long meetings, sitting on beanbags about policy of human rights of some garbage, when he's come along and said, no, I'm a businessman. We're going to charge for our service. We're going to reduce the number of staff. And we're going to be a functional, coherent company, as they should be. And it's his prerogative to do it, as he's bought the company. I think he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, because I remember the appalling censorship of the New York Post exclusive about Hunter Biden, the son of the president, about his laptop. This is 3 weeks before the election that Joe Biden won. He was heading, you know, to a possible victory, but it was tight. And that story, they reckon, could have tipped it either way. But it was completely suppressed and censored, starting with Twitter, then Facebook, then others. Twitter literally locked out the New York Post account for 2 weeks for breaking a completely true story. I thought that was shameful.
It's worse than shameful. It's worse than shameful. When you control information, you control the real world. They affect the real world in real time. They are genuinely affecting the reality people.
That definitely would have affected things. Definitely.
People live in. They're not just a company. They're not just a social media platform. It affects absolutely every single person on the planet when it changes who is elected. I don't want to comment specifically on Hunter Biden or the laptop. I would never kill myself, but I don't think it's fair that they would hide certain key information that close to an election. And the fact that they've done that was done specifically to affect the world that we all live in. And we all have to suffer the consequences of those things. So to sit and say that these companies can just do whatever they want, they're private, etc. No, free speech is beyond important for democracy. It's important for the reality that we exist under.
Andrew Tate, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Chat, how y'all feel about that, man? That was way better than the last conversation. Way better. Way better than the last conversation. I got another one though. I got another one. Let's see if we can get into this one, man. Damn, where'd it go? Oh, nah. Get up out of here. All right. Let's get in here. Damn, chat. I can't find this shit. Now this shit gone. All right, let's get into this. This is this guy hating on Fresh and Fit. Let's get into this. I didn't see this. It's old, 6 months ago.
This video is sponsored by.
You got wild, weird sponsors in this shit. I wish I had some wild sponsors though. I take that back. Noah, whoever it is, he said this podcast hates women.
Ren.
I think if you're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating.
What to do if you have a girl at your place and she says, no, I don't want to have sex?
Who gives a fuck about a woman's orgasm? It's useless. When women lose sexual leverage, guess what? They have no power.
Then he clipped up the crazy parts. Because
that's their only fucking power.
Women be like.
Yo, how he get a mustache but has no other feature? He just got a thick ass mustache with no feature. He got a caliper on his lip. He reminded the guy from Reno 911.
Men be like. Non-binary people be like.
I'm sorry, chat, man. I'm losing brain cells watching this dumb shit, man. I'm losing brain cells. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me go to my next vid, man, because that shit right there, chat, was crazy. Hold on. Chat, my shit wilding right now. Chat, my shit done froze up. My shit done froze up, chat. All right, let's get into this, man. It's a little video. Let me. Sneeko talking to Destiny about his Rumble. Sneeko shares his Rumble experience with Destiny.
now I'm starting to understand why there's a race necessary. And I was out with my first day streaming. I didn't care. I was like being unfiltered, like taking advantage of the free speech. And then I'm like, this is not.
Yeah, after a while, it gets.
They were spamming his shit. They were spamming his shit, saying wild, crazy stuff.
To be a drag. There's a cycle that everybody goes through when it comes to like free speech, which is you're on a platform that is probably too oppressive, which Twitter is. Then you go to your own platform, you're like, okay, we're gonna do free speech and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Then you get like 3 people that spam the N-word and like Nazi shit all day, and you're like, okay, we're gonna moderate a little bit. This is a little bit dumb. Then you get people that are trying to scam people. You're like, okay, we're gonna, and then eventually you built yourself up after like a month. You're like, fuck, okay, well, I guess there's like quite a bit of moderation that needs to be done, because otherwise, like, people just suck and they can't be trusted to like just be chill. They always like fuck everything up.
Right. And it looks bad.
That's a fact, because they were definitely spamming his shit wilding. I don't know if y'all watched Nico on Rumble. I got a Rumble. My Rumble is packed PC203 on Rumble. I post my videos on Rumble, especially the stuff I can't post on this platform. Yeah, they be wilding though. They be wilding. I ain't gonna lie, it be funny. It's funny to me because you don't really see that shit on like any other social media platform. The shit they be saying.
Because especially Rumble has a stereotype right now that it's just like for your racist uncle, it's an echo chamber. So if everybody in there is like saying W Hitler and talking about, like, no, I swear to God, at the end of the debate, like a lot of them are trolling, but it's just it reflects poorly on the website. If I wanted to go mainstream like YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be heavy-handed in your moderation. Like that's it. Or at least like heavy-handed in your community. Like this is like that I'll say, like, listen, guys, like the Hitler is like kind of funny or whatever, but like, come on, no W Hitlers. Like it makes us look bad. Like if you frame
especially
stuff,
if somebody goes and like, look what happened already. They played us in the Senate saying that I'm a domestic threat. If that same senator sees my chat going W Hitler, how does that reflect? And look at DGG saying it right now.
Yeah.
If you say
Facts. Look at his shit going. They saying it right now. People are just weird, bro. People are just weird. Like some things you should just shouldn't say. That's why I say common sense ain't so common. Like I get y'all watching y'all for some insight, y'all trying to be funny, but some shit is not funny. Like you just shouldn't be talked about. Like shouldn't be laughed at or nothing.
For some race, they're gonna go screen clip this and put it in your documentary. What's up to the documentary? 5 years talking about how Destiny's racist.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. But I mean, you got to get your audience on your side for that, and you got to be frank about the conversations. Yeah.
Steven.
What's up? It's our good friend of the stream, Anna.
Oh, okay. I'll let you guys.
Be careful, but what's up?
Steven, I think I kind of wanted to bring some clarity to this whole biracial. I guess people are confused. And I guess it's ironic that I'm not confused, but
His conversation is weird. His combos are weird. Chat, listen, man, y'all don't get weird like that on me. Yo, what y'all want to talk about, chat? What y'all want to talk about? I know most of my viewers come in at night. They say my viewers come in between like 6 to like maybe 12, like around 12. That's when I get a lot of my viewers. Let's type let's see some what's the name? Let's see some OG shit. Let's get into some Kevin Samuels, man.
I've got a problem that I'm pretty sure you can help me with. Yes, you will be paid for helping me. Actually paid really, really.
It says 36-year-old stripper now wants to be a housewife. Ain't no way, boy. These girls be delusional. Like.
No, I'm 36.
36. Okay. I talk to a lot of people. Okay, 36. What's going on with you?
Okay, so basically, I always wanted to get married, but just being serious with someone, I don't know, maybe till like about 32, I just didn't think about it. I just was just still
Being a hoe, basically. That's basically what you trying to say. Chat. Listen, man, this shit is crazy, man. Raise your daughters right. Raise your daughters right. Be there for them, or they're gonna end up like this. 36-year-old stripper. She didn't think about having a serious relationship until she was 32. What?
having fun.
Okay.
And
What is it? What does that mean?
Just dating, casually dating people, not necessarily having sex with them.
Okay.
But of course, everyone wants to have sex.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm playing football and I'm trying to pass the goal without doing it in a way sometimes.
So you're robbing me.
A little.
Not a little. I mean, this is where you ladies got to start. See, what men want to hear from y'all is the truth.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving it to you.
Well, because you want a man to spend his time, attention, resources on you, and the whole deal is sex.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if on payday they played football with your ass?
No, okay, look it. This is what I'm saying. But God,
It's not fair. Hey, I just reacted to a TikTok on my other channel. It's called Pack TV. This girl was talking about it's not fair that guys can sleep with a bunch of girls and not be a hoe, but it's not the same for girls. It's just not. It's just different. We're just different. We're just different. That's probably one of the greatest things about being a guy. There's plenty of good things about being a woman that guys can't benefit off of.
Guys that you're just dating, you know, I don't want to. I want to say after I go on a few dates with you, then you know I might want to have sex with you, but I just don't want to have sex with. Huh?
Bullshit. You're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. Okay, we're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest. You're a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a virgin, and you and I both know that a woman makes up her mind whether or not she wants to have sex with men. You know if you're gonna have sex with them or not.
Okay, maybe say after the second date.
Okay, no. It doesn't play over here. You're 36. You're not 22. This part, and see, you're not listening. This is why men are walking away from marrying and dealing with y'all.
Guys, get your passport. Get your passport, man. Get your passport. Get your passport, man. Ladies, if you want to get married, you better start doing it when you're young. Take advantage of your youth. This wild idea where you gotta find yourself in your 20s, be a hoe, aka be a hoe, hot girl summer. All that shit means being a hoe. In a man's mind, you say that just means being a hoe. I don't care what you talk about. Take advantage of your 20s. You get the best guy. Stop sleeping with dickheads. Guys that you know are not good. They might have flashy shit, stuff like that, but they talk to you crazy. They cheat on you, yada yada. If you don't want that, like, you gotta go for these type of people. Like, you gotta get your shit together early. That's the whole point. You get your shit together early, and you won't have to go through these problems in the future.
Because you're not honest. There are men you have slept with and didn't require 3 or 4 or 5 dates. All right, then that's the bottom line. That's the base price.
Thanks.
And to men, it's like if he can get it for this price, why do I have to do all this? That's why I say, ladies, do not go out on date number 1 with a man that you are not sexually attracted to. Do not go on date number 1. Don't go out there talking about our date to see if I like you. French toast that. Keep your ass at home. Don't take his money. Ask all the questions you need to do. Because if you go out with us, we're expected to smash.
Okay, look it. I'm gonna give you an example. I have dated and dealt with people that I didn't actually were attracted to them when I first met them. But as I got to know them, I did become attracted to them. So that can happen too. You know,
this is what women do. They play games with the possibility of sex. The guys you went out with, were you paying all the bills? Were you paying for everything? 100%?
He had to jump through hoops. He had to pay all the. He had to pay the bills, drive her, spend gas money, waste time for her to be attracted to have sex with her. So it probably took weeks for her to get attracted to have sex with them. And she sleeps with guys on the first couple of dates or first date for people that just look attractive but ain't that good of a person or a good of a mate to her. Kevin Samuels dropping gems.
No.
No.
Then it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, you sit there
Not
saying,
saying that I expect for them to pay all the time because I'm a nice girl. I'm from California. You know, we're.
It has nothing to do with being Jeremy. It's not. No. Look. Did you grow up with your father?
My father died when I was 11 years old.
Well, you should have heard this somewhere in your life. Don't accept nothing from a man that you don't expect to do something for.
Yeah.
So what you're talking about, see, this is why so many women in your age range are going to be destined to be alone because you're still trying to
justify it. She's trying to justify it.
What you did was you ran game, you hustled, and you deceived dudes. And then you wonder why these guys get out here and become mean and fuck boys. Because they run into women like you playing games.
Okay, so
what's wrong with being upfront and saying I'm not sexually attracted?
Damn, L-Stream.
To you, I'm not going to go on a date with you. What's wrong with just doing that?
Nothing, because sometimes, you know, I mean, I'll just say, no, thank you, I'm not interested. I say that. And some guys, they might get mad.
Now.
But
you didn't do it then.
I didn't know how. I didn't have the knowledge to do that.
Okay, but you did know they wanted to have sex.
Yes. Who doesn't? I mean, it's kind of like.
But you weren't. That's the point.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Well, see, that's the point. See, I want you guys to understand. Women know we want to have sex. They want to have sex. But see, what they do is you sit around and say, well, he accepted the date. He didn't have to do it. If you had a son, would you want somebody to treat your son that way?
No, and I don't want nobody to take advantage of my son. That's weird. That's crazy.
No, but I will.
And that's it. There's no but. See, anything you say before but is bullshit.
You will own nothing and you will be happy. That is what Bill Gates, that's what the other elites envision for you because they think you're dumb. And I mean,
I'm trying to own stuff.
I don't actually blame them. Because for the last 3 years, they
took
away your liberty.
And here's the thing, you're still in the dating market, right? Do you want to be married one day?
I want to have kids and get married.
You ain't got no.
All right, well, the way you're coming across is your mindset is still where it was.
Yeah.
It's a chameleon rebel. And men pick up on this kind of stuff because you do not get, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Dress size?
A 2.
So,
she's small.
A woman who is cute, over 30, single, childless. It's crazy. That's what because you have run across plenty of suitable men. And you've gotten to be this age.
She's 36, man. All the good men around her age or what she was looking at when she was growing up, they all married already. They got married. They married the ones the good girls, the best ones. They already married. They got married, bro. Got married. I don't know if I'm gonna get married by 36 though. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Yeah, what is the age that y'all expect to get married at? Put it in the comments, man, or in the chat.
Age and unmarried with no kids, and that's what men think. So my thing is, what you want, cool. How do you plan on getting what you want?
Well, now I'm just putting myself out there a little bit more.
To do what?
Than what I was in the past. I wanted to date an athlete or a basketball player or a rapper or something. I would only try to be, you know, in the area or go to clubs, try to meet those type of people. But now I'm much more open, I guess.
Hey, I hear this shit. Myron talk about this shit on Fresh and Fit all the time. When women start losing like advances or sexual market value, that's when they start to grow up and realize like, oh, I need to be more realistic. Like that's why I always say, women, I gotta do this shit when you're young. Get right when you're young. Take advantage of you to get married, but get the best guy, have a nice family when you're young.
And I don't know. I don't want to say I'm settling, but I'm just more open. I'm more mature.
Did you go to college? Did you hold the phone steady?
I went to school.
Could you hold the phone steady?
State of Lake.
Huh?
I went to Cal State of Lake.
Okay, could you just hold the phone steady because it's moving over? Could you set it down?
Oh.
So it doesn't move? Because I don't know if you ladies hear what you hear from men.
I'm here.
Go ahead, take your time.
Okay.
You got a book or something you can set it on?
Yeah, I'm doing my best because you know I really didn't expect to get on here, and I was relaxing watching TMZ, and I'm so surprised.
Watching TMZ. What? Who watches TMZ? Who watches this shit? I be seeing them like on social media. I don't watch them. Not anymore. I probably watched them when I was younger.
Okay. But
okay.
See. All right. Wherever happened to you? It seemed like you just disconnected. All right. Here's what men hear.
There I am.
Here's what men hear. I'm 36 years old. I used to run around and want to.
I used to run around and get smashed by basketball, football players, and I used to take advantage of the good guys. And now I wish I had a good guy or an average guy to just wipe me up now after I've been ran through. That's what guys think.
Athletes and entertainers, and you weren't doing that just because they're great guys. It was because of their resources and their attention.
I get YouTube Premium.
All of the above.
Right. So now, and then you not even. So man, you're coming across as a manipulative woman.
Facts.
You know men want to have sex. You're going out with men you're not sexually attracted to. Just because you had sex with one guy that you weren't initially sexually attracted to, y'all aren't honest. You don't enter into good faith, and then you get to be 36 and you say you want to have kids and all sorts of stuff. And here's what men are.
It's crazy. I don't know. She doesn't. Let me know in the comments, man, or the chat. Does she look like she's 36? She looked like she could go for like 30. I'm surprised she said 36 though. But
saying, all right, I need to know about her mindset. And what you're saying is, I put myself out there.
Probably toxic.
What are you putting out there?
My look. What else do they want me to put? It only. I mean, like you. I can talk to somebody for so long, and you know, my brain or whatever. But after a while, I can't see. So, anyways, I might not like them like they like me. You know, I might be a little more sweeter than what they thought.
you got to. How would you say you have to concede? You have to meet some people halfway. You can't get 100% out of somebody. No one will be 100% like you like them. 100% how you want them. It might be 70, it might be 60. Everything won't be there.
thought I was. They might have thought I was a mean bad girl, but really I'm not. You know.
Cat.
So you just never
Stop
know.
the cat.
Or then I thought I met somebody that I really was interested in that was in the music industry.
And he finessed
but
you.
Come to find out, he wanted to date girls that made more money than him.
I asked you, basically, what are you putting out there? And you said your look.
What else am I supposed to look? I mean, what else am I supposed to put out there?
Okay, let's go with that. How many kids do you want to have?
2, or I'll be fine with 1.
Can you turn off the TV or whatever? Who's that? It's the background. What is that?
My friend talking that wants to be
It's a guy.
No.
It's a guy. Some guy. Ain't no friend. Get up out of here, girl. It's a guy in the background. She wildin'. She lying.
I have a boyfriend, but I mean, he's a boyfriend. We not married, so that means I'm still single.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Ain't no way, Jack. Ain't no way. That was crazy. If I was him, I'd have hit the road. I would have hit the road.
No, I'm single. If I'm not married, I'm single. No, we not.
That's not your boyfriend, is it?
No.
All right. Do you have another room we can go into?
Yes.
Why don't you do that?
Yo, this is people on the internet is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm like, what's going on?
Well,
Chat, this is crazy.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So yes, if you're not married, you're single.
Yeah. Period.
Okay.
No other way to
Oh,
you said you have
I knew something was too good to be true. I knew it. I knew it. We got us a low down, dirty scum bucket. Hope.
2 kids.
Yes.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant and married with the first child?
No, that's why I never had kids before.
I'm talking about after you're married.
No.
Once you're married, do you want to have to work
No.
after?
No.
Okay.
No.
Stop. Turn off your comments or whatever so you can focus on the conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? For your 2 kids and your husband, what percentage of the overall family financial load? Meaning, do you want your kids to be able to go to college if they want to?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yeah, I already had traveled by myself, but yes, if I did have a husband,
Ma'am,
yes, I don't want to have to pay for anything if I'm
okay, so you want to be a housewife?
Yes.
That's not happening. That's not happening. Kevin Samuels is gonna kick it to her. Look, now it's crazy because as you talk more and more, the delusion comes out more and more. Like first, I thought she was all right, it's something wrong. Come to find out, the more she talks, she's 36. She has a man in there, and now the man saying she has a boyfriend. She's saying no. If I'm not married, I'm single. Now she don't want to pay no bills. But you missed that opportunity when you was dating rappers and athletes and stuff like that. Majority of guys like this, listen, man. Girl coming on life, she paying bills, man. Just because y'all think like this, y'all gotta pay bills. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, chat. If this listen, man, chat. Make them pay. They gonna pay. Got to. The way inflation is going right now, the average man can't stand on it. It's a fact.
Yes.
Okay. Were you raised to be a wife?
No.
All my grandmas and my mom was.
That's a yes or no. That's a yes or no.
Yes.
Your mother was a housewife?
Yes.
Your father died at what age?
My father died when he was.
When
30.
you were what age? When you were what
Oh,
age?
I was 11, but my mom never married my dad. She married my stepdad. So when I was born, I first knew my stepdad before I knew my dad.
How many children does your mother have? How many children?
Four.
Any sisters?
I have 3 sisters. They all have kids.
Excuse me.
Except me.
Excuse me. It's 4 girls?
5. 3 girls, 1 boy.
So your mother, so they all, but they're not married?
No.
One of my sisters is my younger sister.
But the other ones aren't? The ones that aren't married have children?
Mm-hmm.
So, ma'am, were they raised in a household with you?
Yep.
Then you weren't raised to be a housewife.
I'm the oldest. I don't know. I didn't do what they did. They didn't do what I did. I did everything separate and different than how they did.
Ma'am, don't get defensive.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Well, do you think you're moving like a woman who's a housewife?
Definitely not.
You got
a man in the background. You got a man in the background talking about if I'm not married, I'm single. That's not housewife shit. You on a call with a guy that does big dating stuff and know you're gonna be all over the internet. That's not how you're asking him how to be a housewife when you know what to do to be a housewife. You know what you gotta do. And I would say it's too late for you to be a housewife. Way too late. Way too late. Way too late.
To trade stock. I even taught this strategy to myself.
Why not?
That's not no. You don't answer a question with a question. I ask you a question. Do you think you're moving like a woman who's a housewife?
Yes.
That heard what? You see what I said? I ain't say it out loud though.
No, listen.
You're moving like a damn barbarian. There's no listen, ma'am. You're talking about you went around. You were grouping for athletes. You manipulated dudes. You got a boyfriend now, and now you want to be a housewife, and all you bring to the table is your looks. And I'm just going with it. But how much is a man going to have to pay your 36-year-old self to be a housewife? How much is he going to have to make to take care of you and 2 kids?
Whatever it is to maintain the life.
What state do you live in?
I have 2 residents. I live in Texas, and I also live in Los Angeles. And I pay both my rents by myself. My boyfriend
and fucking congratulations. I don't care if you can do what adults do. I'm really doing my best, man, but you're about to make me go there.
I want
this is because of your attitude. I need you to chill out. 5 seconds.
Okay.
This is not a good place to be in. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. But you're over here.
Chat, he need to turn up. He need to turn up, man. He need to get my energy up. He turn up my energy, get up. These bitches be wildin', bro. Bitches be fuck. Stupid.
They're trying to cap or whatever, and I don't do that. I ask you, how much would a man need to make to provide for you and 2 children annually?
Probably about $200,000.
Damn.
What state?
Yeah. Los Angeles, that's nothing.
Man, no way. I just left LA. 2 slices of pizza and a soda is $17.
That's not happening.
No, ma'am. I was in LA. Look, man, I do this for. Listen, this is part of the problem. You ladies don't know how much it costs to be a man in charge of stuff. $200,000 in LA? No way. You want upper class children. Each one of your children is going to cost around $480,000 to raise. That's almost $1 million worth of kids. Plus, you don't plan on doing anything. And he has to pay all your bills, all your things, and you.
Delusional.
And then he has to have what he does. You're talking every bit about $400,000 a year. That's why you're talking about athletes and musicians and all that other kind of stuff. And that's cool.
People that make that type of money is less than 1% of the population, bro. That shit is wild. These bitches be stupid. My bad. Come on.
And what percentage of men make that kind of money?
Maybe 10, 15. I don't know, not that much.
Do you care if he's black? Do you care if he's black or not?
In California.
Do you care if he's black or not?
Yeah, I want him to be black.
So what percentage of black men? What percentage of black men?
Non-white.
What? See, when I'm talking, that means you stop. That's the only one rule. Can we agree to that one, please?
Yes. Yes.
Because it's disrespectful. What percentage of black men
Put these hoes in check.
$200,000? You say 10, 15%?
I would say 0.00001%.
Maybe 30.
What can I do for you, man?
Really craving nacho fries.
Ads are working.
And where'd you go to college?
Cal State LA.
Would you be surprised to find out that 10% of American males earn $100,000 or more? 10% make $100,000 or more. When you're talking about making $250,000 or more, that's 3%. Making $400,000, you're talking about 1% of American men. And when you talk about black men, it's roughly about 10%, half of 1%. So if I had 100 black men, you're talking about one in that room. And let me ask you this: that one man.
Why would he pick you?
Socioeconomic standards, right, which are pretty high.
Hey yo, the way he talks, like so smooth, like he disrespecting her, and it's like so smooth, shit going straight over her head, like. But these women are delusional. She's fucking about to be 40, bro. Like 40, no kids, no marriage, no ring, and she want. Oh my god, bro, this shit makes me lose brain cells every time I listen to these women on the internet. Swear to God.
That means he could meet a lot of women. Why would he choose you over the thousands of other women who are coming at him?
Because I'm natural and I am willing to work. I have been working if I needed to. And I don't have any kids, and I'm cute, and I'm willing and able to do what I need to do as a wife or mother. What more would he want? I don't, I'm not fat. I got a degree. It's not a master's, but it's something.
So you think a man goes out here and makes himself a top 1% man and that's like an athlete. And to win at that level, what do you get if you win? What do you get when you win a championship?
A ring.
Or what is it commonly known as? A trophy, right?
Yes.
Are you a trophy wife?
Ain't no way. No.
I can be.
No.
I didn't ask, can you? Are you a trophy wife?
No.
Definitely I am.
What would you rank yourself? Just your face, fresh face out of the shower.
Well, I'm fresh right now, so I'll say like an 8.
Oh, my mama seen that 8. Oh, my mama, I'm gonna be real. I'm not. Listen, before everybody try to come at me, I'm gonna just say, listen. I think I'm like a mid. I'm mid. She's definitely mid, nigga. We at the same. She's a 5. 5, definitely. You Sims bet. You Sims bet not give her no more than a 5.
An 8?
For God,
so you
I
put yourself
want
up there with Beyonce.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a little bit younger than Beyonce, and I still look like I'm in my 20s.
So, again, you're Monique. You think that a man, just because you're natural and you're cute,
she's mid.
What else could he want?
She's mid.
Have a bachelor.
Hey.
Okay.
So, do you plan on homeschooling your children?
No.
No.
If I don't
private
plan
school,
on
private school, or public school?
Probably private.
Okay. So, do you plan on having a housekeeper?
Definitely.
A maid?
I have one now.
So you're gonna have someone else to help prepare meals too?
No, I cook really well.
Okay. So in other words,
Hey, if this man still with her after she done went on this shit, man, he's a sucker. A whole sucker out here.
Going to do is incubate a child.
No. You make that sound so funny.
Ma'am, you weren't famous before you are now.
You said she belongs to the Look it, I waited so long to be able to have kids and to do everything. I always wanted to really do everything right. So that's why I never.
Why are you?
Right? That's wrong.
What kind of professions would a man need to have in order to make $400,000 or more legally?
Maybe a lawyer.
A lawyer ain't going for you.
I've dated a few lawyer people before.
Lawyer people.
I don't know, a
They ran through
professional.
you.
And
No. I want specific.
Dated means he ran through you. They ran through you, man. I dated it. They don't ran through you. That's it. That's exactly what it is, man.
You're 30, almost 40. You're closer to 40 than you are to 30. I need you a little more specific. You said a lawyer. You dated lawyer people. Okay, good. You dated lawyer people. What other kind? Okay.
I dated.
What? No. I asked you what kind of professions. We got
a teacher, a lawyer.
Excuse me. What kind of teacher?
A teacher don't make shit though.
What kind of teacher was he?
A teacher is technically as a low class citizen, basically. Low class. They only make like 50,000. That's low class.
An English teacher.
At what level?
High school.
High school English teachers make almost $500,000 a year, do they?
No.
Probably. I don't know. I
They
didn't
make
seem like
50,000.
that much, but yeah, they were. I mean, they weren't poor.
They make around 50,000.
They know if they make, depending on what district they're in or what city, then yeah.
So I want you to understand. So the people at the local high school are making $400,000 on a teaching certificate.
Well, I mean, depends on where you say local. You mean local?
Yeah. Okay. What else, man? Okay, man. Okay. Teachers. Then what else? Lawyers and teachers. What else?
Regular working people that own.
No. Professions, man. I'm asking. This is just something. It's not a trick question. You want a man that's earning this kind of money, you should at least be able to understand what he should do for a living.
I dated people that.
I didn't ask who you dated. I asked you what kind of professions.
Cannabis.
Cannabis is not a profession. Cannabis is a rapper, but it's not a profession.
I'm talking about in the medical marijuana industry. Like, but big though.
Okay.
Like,
What else?
really,
What else?
Man, this girl is delusional.
I dated.
And chat, man. Girls are delusional. I don't even know how to say it, man. Women are delusional nowadays. I don't know, man. What happened to you meet a girl in high school and you be together forever? If that had happened more, this should have never happened. She up here talking nonsense. He said it. He done made her famous.
Ma'am, please look
Athletes.
forward. Ma'am, I need you to look forward. I need you. See, you're talking again, and I'm.
That nigga said he was about to spank her.
I asked you what professions. I'm not asking you who you dated. I'm simply asking you, of the wide world out there, what kind of professions would a man need to have to make $400,000 or more legally? At 36 years old and a college graduate, you should be able to focus and answer that question.
Probably a barber that works on set. You know, it's just different. It just depends on what level you on of your profession.
I wish that. Oh shit. My bad, chat. Chat, how you feel about that, man? How you feel about this, man? This shit, she sound retarded.
Period. You could be.
Period. Poop. No.
A barber and.
Damn, hell stream.
A barber off.
So I want you guys to understand. I want you to understand, ma'am. Ma'am, do not overtalk me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I've asked you that so many times.
I want you. Okay, I'm answering the question. You get it,
But
man.
you cannot overtalk me.
Okay, I'm listening now.
Man, you're talking about lawyers, teachers, cannabis, and a barber. Only one of those has the potential of really doing that consistently. And that's only some sort of attorneys. And my point is, man, if you can identify the professions that a man must have, how are you going to identify which men you need to put yourself in front of? Since you said you're putting yourself out there more. You can't even tell us what professions.
I just did.
No, you really didn't, because
Chad, I can't even watch this shit no more. This girl's just delusional. How y'all feel about this, man? How y'all feel about this? It's crazy, man. He's slam dunking on these girls. That's crazy. Hey, yo, chat, listen, man. I guess, what time is it? I'll be back tomorrow. Some more shit, man. I'm gonna chop this up and put them out, man. I know everybody ain't got an hour or some change to watch this shit. Don't got that much free time, so I'm gonna put them out in smaller videos like I usually do, man. All right, man. Y'all have a nice day.